1. And
How's it going,
good. What's up? How's it going, man? I did not expect that. Hold on, I'm gonna have to restart this. Unfortunately, there's something wrong with the cams at the moment. Hopefully we're able to fix them, but I'm not ready for this, man.
I mean, can anyone really be ready for this?
No, I feel like if you're out there and if you were ready for this, then there's something wrong with you, mate. Oh god.
So yeah, welcome everyone. Just as Light just mentioned, this is qualifier number 2 for Latin America, the last qualifier for Latin America. Mate, we have almost 40 players and only 2 spots.
Yeah, and we were talking about it before. A lot of it kind of comes down to bracket luck. You roll the dice, you see who your opponent's going to be, who's in your half of the bracket. And I noticed, mate, Eggs and Shakti, they avoided each other, mate. They're not playing.
See, mate, what I told you, mate, what I told you.
Yeah.
For those wondering, 2 days ago when the last stream ended, Light asked me, who do you think was going to qualify for qualifier number 2? And my picks were Eggs and Shakti. And there we go, mate. The first step is done.
Yes, they have avoided each other when it comes to their halves of the bracket. They are the 2 favorites, but there could be some upsets, especially because, mate, yo, Sinner's back, Master's been on fire, yo, we could even have El Batalla de los Huevos, mate, like, there's a lot of possibilities here.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of possibilities, but our first possibility, mate, we're gonna go for a Peru versus Peru again. Again, I feel that we see Peru versus Peru like half of the time already, mate. And here we go, mate. First match of the day, first map of the day, Oxide, LE everyone. And spawning here, one of Light's favorite players, one of Light's favorite sons, the Peruvian Terran player, Shellbee.
Oh boy. Meanwhile, oh. We're coming back and spawning in the top right hand corner of Oxide LE. We have his opponents. We've casted him many times in Master Swan Open. He is the Peruvian Protoss representing Team Unidos por el Vicio. It is Everness.
Look, usually when I put Shellbee versus Everness, I will put like Shellbee as the favorite for winning this game. But then I remember 2 things. 1, Everness is a Protoss player, okay? And 2, maybe Shellbee. Sometimes Shellbee things happen, you know?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You know, it's one of those things where Everness is kind of, he's not at the level of Arez yet, but he's you know, still a very strong player. He's gotten to the point where every now and then he can take games, sometimes series off of some of these pro players. It's not likely by any means, but like, you know, he's so close. He's almost at that point. And Shellbee's a Terran, you know, sometimes he can he's also Shellbee, as you said, like, he's not the most consistent player.
Yeah, he's not. And by the way, Everness doesn't want to leave anything to chance and made Proxy Pylon.
Yeah, well, here we go. Proxy Pylon has been thrown down. And it should be. We'll see. Oh my god, yo, is this gonna get scouted? Mate. No, it is not. It is not very close, but it won't get scouted, and it is a gateway, mate. Not a Stargate. Are we gonna see like some 5-6 great
gateway aggression from Everness part.
I would have assumed
'Cause-
three gates here, but there's only one gateway at home. Meanwhile, the Reaper does get across the map. Shellbee, he's one of those rare Terrans who doesn't skip the Reaper in TvP.
There you go, mate. Reaper goes in. Let's see if Shellbee can count how many pylons are there.
I hope he can count to one, mate. I hope. Oh god. He should realize that a pylon is missing. Can he put 2 and 2 together? Bunker's been thrown down, but this is still pretty normal. We do have Widow Mines on the way, and they will definitely help in the defense.
Maybe. We'll see. If since that Everness is going for Adepts this time. Not Toilet Cancel yet, so maybe this is just a slight pressure with Adepts. We'll see how good it goes. Before this match, Light, goes any further, I have for you one question.
Go for it, mate. Go for it.
How many pauses in this series?
How many pauses, mate? That's a good question. I would hope we get a couple. It's one of those things where, mate, if we don't see a pause, then Shellbee's store isn't doing well. You know, it feels.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know, right? For people in the chat who is unaware, Shellbee has a like a corner store, and he sometimes needs to pause the game because he needs to attend a client.
Yeah. Whenever someone, bings that bell, like he's gonna be there to attend the cashier. Meanwhile, the Adepts are here. They're all shady in, and there's only SCVs here to deal with it. Thankfully, one of my shot goes off. One of the Adepts goes down.
Yes, one Adept down, but mate, there's a lot of Adepts here. There's a bunker, so these Adepts will not be able to do much, and the door is closed.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a couple of SCVs down. Not bad. But he is preventing a lot of mining.
This is what's scary though, like Everness, he keeps warping in more and more Adepts. He's coming across the map. Oh my god, Shellbee, please, he went back to mining, so he's gonna lose even more SCVs.
More Adepts are coming, mate. 6 Adepts in total. They destroyed the building, was not cancelled. And Shellbee needs to be careful, mate. One small misstep and suddenly those Adepts are going to enter his main base.
Oh yeah, exactly. At the moment, unfortunately, these are too many Adepts to clean up with these Marines, so Shellbee has to be so important with this micro. Ends up almost losing one Marine.
Oh no! He really wanted to lose as Marine, mate.
He did. Oh god, and I'm just worried. Oh my god, meanwhile, I apologize. Behind all of this, we had that Widowmine drop and 14 probes went down.
That is huge. Everness was definitely not paying attention. Mate, the second Widow, the same Widowmine, but it finally goes down. But 14 probes, mate, that basically puts against Shellbee and Everness at equal numbers of workers.
Oh yeah, that evens things out, mate. Like just like that. Props to Shellbee. Yo, that Widowmine, it resets.
3 more workers down. I cannot believe Everness didn't notice that the Widowmine was still there.
He still hasn't noticed, and you know why? Because the armory is done. It is invisible. He needs detection to deal with this, and he just doesn't have it. He's gonna have it soon, but could another shot go off? It shouldn't, right?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
There we go. Widowmine finally goes down. Meanwhile, back at Shellbee's base, there is 1 tank now available, but the Adepts are still there, mate. I feel that Shellbee has enough Marines, enough army to fight this, but Everness is not gonna let him. He just leaves.
Yeah.
He has already done the damage that he needed to. It was pretty good. Like a lot of workers, a lot of delay in the mining.
Yeah, that was really well done by Everness, like with his opener. It's a shame that, he did sustain some losses of his own. So as a result, things kind of even out. Like Everness is, he does have a worker lead, but we have mules for Shellbee. On top of that, his 3rd CC is almost done. So Shellbee, he has been able to equalize here. So a good start for him.
By the way, Funana Fernand talk in the chat because he says Secret of Everness, the SNES game. Mate, this Secret of Evermore, not Everness.
Secret of Mana? Nah.
No. That's another game. There was an SNES game called Secret of Evermore.
Oh, okay.
And I think Fernand talk has the wrong name. He says Everness now, it's Evermore.
You know what? I'm gonna trust Fernando on this one, okay? I don't know. I feel
How
like
dare you, mate? I've been playing games since before I had memory.
That's the problem. You don't have it anymore. That's the.
Mate, I may be old, but I'm not that old.
You're not at steel mold levels yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Mate. Not yet.
Still hope for you. But we are slowly getting into the swing of things. Oh my god. So I was really curious. He threw down the Twilight Council much earlier, and I was like, yo, what's this for? Finally, he started charge. Not just charge. Mate, we got a Dark Shrine.
Of course, why not? Dark Shrine is one of the things that as a Terran player, if you're suddenly not prepared or if you're caught very odd in an odd position, it could turn the times very easily, mate. Like, I have lost plenty of games where I'm ahead and suddenly Dark Templars.
Yeah. Suddenly DTs, mate. I mean, thankfully, Shellbee, again, like, he has plenty of energy for scan. I apologize. There we go. I was like, where's the Raven? There it is. So he does have a Raven with his main army as well. Like, he's not in the worst situation against something like DTs. But again, the Raven can only be in so many places at once, right?
Yes. Only so many places at once. And meanwhile, mate, Shellbee is going for the Ghost Academy. That's a surprising, like, very quick Ghost Academy. Shellbee must really dislike High Templars.
Exactly. I mean, this is going to work really well against Charge-Outs as well, basically cutting the health of the Charge-Outs in half. I also want to, like, praise Shellbee a little bit here, because, again, we've been memeing a little bit about Shellbee, but, like, he has very, very good unit control when he's paying attention. And when he is, like, again, it's very impressive. His macro is on point as well. Like, there are times where he does look like one of the best Terran players in Latin America. So we'll see if this is going to be one of those times. He scans, he sees the army.
Yes, he sees the army, and he sees the Dark Templars as well. And mate, the natural is completely free, mate. I think he can basically just enter the natural and wreak havoc.
Yeah.
Oh, Dorito Cannon.
Mate, that was beautiful. Oh, basically the entire army was covered in that Dorito dust. Meanwhile, Everness, he's forced to engage here. Oh my god, but he does blink on forward.
Yeah, Shellbee has a good army, but there's still a lot of Protoss mates, and even though they have the Dorito Cannon, this Protoss still pack a punch, and yeah. Everness cleans the push, and meanwhile, DTs are going into the bases of Shellbee.
Yeah, exactly. That push was a little bit unfortunate. Like, there was a lot of potential, obviously, but you were talking about it. The Ghost Academy, like, he pushed out without Ghosts. It's like, mate, you got the tech. EMPs are amazing. Like, just wait a little bit longer. And now he just lost all that supply. Everness, he's rushing across the map, and Shellbee just needs a little bit more time, but I don't think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, here comes Everness. The army is not ready. Shelby's gonna have to evacuate his their base.
Yeah.
A lot of work is going down, mate. 13 SCVs.
They're all gone, mate. Oh god. Shellbee's trying to go for a double drop at the same time, but mate, I don't think he can hold the main force in his base.
Yeah, nice force fields to keep the infantry at bay. Mate, his natural is going to fall. Let's see. The drop of Shellbee is about to enter the main base. Let's see how Everness reacts and if this becomes a base trade or not. Ooh, Everness recalls.
Yeah, and we do see the recall into the main base of Everness. Everness will clean this up. At the same time, he did leave a small force at home. He will be forced back, and he won't take down the natural base. But, mate, look at that worker count.
Yeah, mate. 20 war workers went down. 31 to Shellbee, 59 to Everness. Definitely, Everness did a lot more damage than Shellbee did.
Yeah, there's only one Widowmine here in the main base. Oh, no, actually, there's two. Almost gets an immortal.
Yeah, the observer is on the way.
Yeah, it is. Like, this should all be cleaned up. We even have a cannon on the way as well. Okay, so we're in a weird situation where Shellbee, he actually, I didn't realize this, he kept his third CC alive. I thought it died, but because it's alive, he does have triple SCV production. He has a bunch of mules. He is still far behind. I just try to envision a world here where somehow he comes back. Maybe he's got like one drop left in him, but that's gonna be it, you know?
I mean, it is possible, man. It is possible. A couple of good CMPs, a couple of good Widowmine shots, and suddenly the tide of the battle can turn.
It can. In a head-on engagement, I don't think like Shellbee can really survive. But again, his army is very mobile, and finally the ghosts are coming out, right? So it's possible. He scans, confirms, hey, Everness, you're on 3 bases. So again, not the worst situation for Shellbee, but
Dark Templar, take care of the mules. 1 SCV, 2 SCVs. 3 SCVs, and the Dark Templar should get out. Should die. It did die, but that's okay. 3 workers. Every little worker counts. How ahead Everness is was better than still keeping ahead. And meanwhile, Everness going for that 4 base now.
Yeah, it is now finally on the way. On top of that, Everness, the Colossus are being pumped out. He has 2 Colossus already. Extended Thermal Lance on the way. Shellbee's gonna make some magic happen here, man. I mean, again, he's down in supply, but not by too much. I do think that he can do stuff like, I don't know, try and hit one of the fringe bases, then escape, right? Take out the 4th, maybe take out a mineral line when the army is out of position. Meanwhile, he scans, he sees the Colossus moving out.
Yes, he sees the Colossus. Is Shellbee gonna be ready? I'm not sure, mate.
Yeah.
I think I want to have Shellbee come right now just to see how panicked he is at the moment.
Oh god, I want to believe the first EMP misses.
Yeah, the first EMP misses, the Zealots going. There's a lot of Widow Mines. Nice Widow Mine connection on a lot of the Zealots, and Everness, I don't think he feels comfortable to engage.
Yeah, yo, that was a solid EMP on top of that Archon. The Archon did get picked off. A lot of the Zealots were picked off as well, so these Colossus have less of a buffer, but in come the charge Zealots, but Everness, he pulls back.
Yeah, the Charlos have died. There's no more buffer for this army. Another run of Charlos got Kalin, and mate, Charlos needs to engage.
Yeah, exactly. We have more Widow Mines being burned. One of the Colossus did go down. The other 2 are honestly so close, but the bio falls. G gets called.
Hey, Everness takes game number 1. What a surprise! What a surprise start to this day.
Hey, this is what happens when you play League of Legends. For Nana Shellbee in the chat, he's been playing a lot of League recently. Oh god, shaking my head, mate. But yeah, congratulations. I mean, Everness takes the lead in this series. Like, that's incredibly impressive.
Yes, it is. Let's see, how much MMR does Everness has? 4.7k. Shellbee should be like 5.2, something like that. Let me see.
I mean, he's unranked this season.
Oh, that is why.
That's what I mean, man. He hasn't. To be fair, the season is relatively new. It did go live less than a week ago, I think. But yeah, Shellbee a little bit out of practice there. Shellbee plays. Evernessence. Oh god. Did you listen to that when you were younger? Evernessence? Is that a thing?
I did, mate. Of course I did.
Okay.
Everyone had a crush on the singer. What was her name? Emily? I think it was Emily.
I didn't know their names, mate. I didn't know their names. For the longest time, I thought Everness was a person, and then it turns out it was like a band. I was like, okay. The only song of theirs I knew was "Wake Me Up." That's it.
Mate, you never listened to anymore.
I mean, that was the only one that was always on the radio. Like that was like their hit, you know. Like I never went out of my way to listen to Evanescence.
I see. Poor lad, he had a very sad childhood then.
Oh, God damn it, that king.
I am curious, like, what kind of music do you people listen in Australia?
Do you people listen to in Australia? Western music, whatever that is.
Okay, well, let's talk about it later because we have a match mate. Map number 2, Lightshade, LE, and spawning here. The Peruvian Terran player, currently down 1 game. Can he bring it back? This is Shellbee.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Peruvian Protoss player. He is representing Team Unidos por el Vicio, the blue Protoss. It is Everness. Wait, this madman, he's up in this series, mate.
Yes. Now let's see what dirty Protoss tricks he's gonna use this time to go ahead and win the series.
You say that, but like the DTs didn't deal that much damage, you know, like it wasn't.
No mate, but the proxy gateway for the adepts did.
Hey, you say proxy gate. Look, it was a reinforcement point. You know, it was just some light pressure and.
Look, he's doing it again, mate. He's doing it again.
Here we go. So
now, if I had to guess, this is a better positioning for a Stargate.
So what I would say is that this is a lot more of an obvious proxy location. If you recall, last game, Shellbee scouted, and he saw that there was only one pylon in the main base, but he didn't really do anything about it. Hopefully this game, he is able to scout. Unfortunately, this time, once again, or I say once again, this time he doesn't go for, oh my god,
Wow, what's this? This is a... Okay, it was supposed to be a bunker.
Okay, I was like, oh god.
Again, Shellbee scouts, he sees only one pylon and he panics. Double bunker, mate. Double bunker even.
Oh my god, Jesus, this is too much. What I will say is that at least this time he responds, because last time he didn't. That's kind of what I was getting at, where in game number 1, he saw that there was something amiss and he didn't do anything about it. Meanwhile, this time he's throwing down 2 bunkers, which is great. Ooh,
oh my god, right. It's that thing, mate. It is one of the most hated things that Protoss can do to a Terran player.
What are you?
It's going to be
honorable, mate. Honorable.
How dare you? How dare you? This is going to be a proxy void ray with shield batteries outside of the Terran base. Yes, yes, it is going to be.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the most disgusting things that a Protoss player can do at the moment, mate.
You know what? One of. I would say.
Yes, they have many, but this is one of the most annoying, mate, because it is going to take away so much time to clean up the void rays, assuming he can do it.
So what I will say, especially because like this is very common on Lightshade specifically, like if you're going to do it, like this is one of the maps to do it on. And Shellbee, like he already responded fairly well blindly, like he didn't know what was being proxied, whether there was another gateway or a Stargate or a Robo. So already this is a good response. Like the Void Rays have to waste their time on these bunkers, the Void Ray, you know, or the energy already being wasted early on, and we already have a Cyclone and Mag Field on the way.
Yes, wow, second factory by Shellbee. Shellbee really doesn't want to die to this.
Maybe he does though. Like this is odd. Like to be honest, going into a starport and into Viking production alongside the Cyclones is the normal response. Very interesting that he's going for double Cyclone production.
Yes, he really doesn't want to die.
Oh god. I mean, already a good start. He does take down the shield battery on the low ground. Yeah, gets a lock on another shield battery.
Come on, shield battery. Save your brother, shield battery. Everness goes in. He needs to be careful. The shield batteries are very good, but they're not infinite, mate.
Yeah, they are.
Good enough DPS, you can out DPS them.
Yeah, and again, nice target fire on those shield batteries. A second one goes down. And I'm really curious, is Everness going to try and go into Tempest? He just finished up a Fleet Beacon, and there it is. Tempest is coming out, but again, Shellbee hasn't really sustained any losses. Like, he's dealing with this beautifully.
Yes, definitely. And there we go. Three Cyclones. I think Shellbee feels confident enough to move in, and wow, even a pylon in the natural base of Shellbee. Everness was really bold in this game.
Yeah. Ideally, you kind of set up more shield batteries here and you're able to rotate around the army, but unfortunately, Everness wasn't able to set that up. And now all of these Cyclones just go down to the low ground. They focus down one of the... Oh god, the Void Ray survives, just barely.
Yeah, the Void Ray survives, but there's a lot of units here to destroy these units. I don't think Everness can hold this. And oh my god, the Tempest.
It's dead, mate. Oh my god, the Tempest is here, and it's gone. So are all these Void Rays. Shellbee, he crushes this proxy and ties up the series. Wow.
Yeah, that was a perfect defense by Shellbee, basically.
Yeah. It was very, again, it's just I don't know if he rolled the dice. I don't know if he has played against Everness many times before, so he knows. But like, as soon as he saw, hey, there's a pylon missing, and obviously you have both gases, boom, bunkers get thrown down. He never confirmed that it was a proxy Stargate. He just assumed that it was, and he kind of got lucky because of it. Damn.
Yeah, well, this is happening. I think I just read the first result or the first couple of results of the bracket light. Tiratuga advances over Plava Laguna, and now he's going to face White Hydra, who again is seed number 1. And Slayer's MVP advances to the round of 16, mates. Cuba doing good. And we also have Master, who has defeated his brethren Brazilian Gima. So he's also in the round of 16, waiting for the winner between Password and Egg.
Oh yeah, there are some spicy matches there. It's a bit unfortunate that Master and Egg have to knock each other out. You know, one rises, the other will fall. The winner of all of that will most likely go up against the winner of Sinner versus Nier. I'm so tempted to eventually dive into that. You know, as the bracket progresses.
Yeah, and Cristiano X also advances to the round of 16 with a 2-0 over Sosa.
Yeah. Cristiano, I mean, he's looking to kind of breeze his way through into at least the quarterfinals. There, again, there's going to be a very big name there, whether it's Eggs, Eon, or Rover.
Yes, definitely. So good for Cristiano. We saw him last season that I believe he ended up in the semifinals of a couple of the qualifiers, and that ended up landing a spot for the Desafiantes.
It did. He had a very good showing. Oh boy. But here we go. We are diving into the ace match. We're tied up. We're 1-1. And now this is it. This is what it all comes down to. Mate, is Everness going to proxy again?
I mean, this is a good map to also do it, mate.
This is true. Mate, what map isn't good to proxy on, all right? Let's be real here.
I mean, depends what kind of proxy, because for instance, Void Ray, Shield Battery, not every map currently is like viable. So this one is, and let's see how it goes, because mate, we have the match. Romanticize the third map and the final map of this best of 3. And spawning here, the Peruvian Terran player, the one with the tiendita. This is Shellbee.
Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide ALE, we have the Peruvian Protoss player. He is blue, representing Team Unidos por el Vicio. It is Everness.
Wonder, do you happen to know the name of the store of Shellbee?
I do not.
We should ask him.
We should. Oh god. Like, yeah. Part of me wants to like promote it and stuff, but like, it's one of those things where I don't know if that's the best thing for Shellbee. Like, does Shellbee want that? I still think he needs a store cam. I think that would be amazing. That'd be beautiful.
Look. Maybe if he qualifies to the close qualifiers with what he's going to earn, he can hire one.
Maybe. Oh god, he's gonna get there first. He's gonna get past his opponent first, and so far so good. There's no probe out on the map. Everness is playing this pretty standard.
Yes, the probe is not going to funky places this time. So it seems he's trying to do a more normal thing, and a bunker. That's new. Usually when you see a block on the natural, you see a engineering bay.
Yeah.
A bunker, sure, why not?
Yeah, unfortunately, it was one of those things where the probe was already there harassing the SCV, so the SCV didn't have enough like room to throw down an engineering bay. It is a little bit of a larger building, so he just settled on a bunker, which was odd. because of that, it doesn't have a lot of health, only delayed for a couple of seconds.
There we go. Shellbee's Reaper managed to cut the probe, so there will be no proxies this time, at least not for now. And what is this cell doing?
It's rushing. It's gonna sneak across the map, mate. Oh god, I love this. Like, again, he's avoiding the Reaper. He's going to be looking to maybe try and delay this natural base. Meanwhile, at the same time, Reaper does get into the main, but there is an adept to meet it.
Yes, definitely. So the Reaper will not be able to get in, but it will survive. It will survive and live another day. And meanwhile, the Zealot is going there, mate.
Oh yeah.
Disgusting.
It's a little bit mistimed. This is the problem with Romanticide. It's so large. Can he get there in time? It looks like he will not.
Yeah, he will not. He will survive. And now the Zealot is going to be slowly being picked by the Reaper. And this is very funny, mate. The Zealot blocking the landing of the building.
Yo, the big brain plays. Everness, he was never going to delay the CC by killing the SCV. He just stands there and blocks it. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Mate, that CC doesn't have a face, mate, but if it had, I'd probably see a very resigned face right now.
I've never seen like a Zealot opener just to deny this like this. Like just to stand under the building. Like it's disgusting.
Ooh, the Adept didn't manage to survive, but yeah, that was a nice cute little delay by Everness. And it only cost him 1 unit. Like, I will cut that worth it.
To me, that was more disgusting than the proxy void ray.
Look, it's a little thing. Now at the moment, Shellbee is probably very tilt.
Yeah. He's like, what the? He's like, he's like cursing on his stream. Oh god, yeah. Like.
But let's see how it goes, mate. Because Shellbee is going now across the map with that Reaper and 4 Hellions, mate. And there we go. The mine's activated, and the units managed to get in.
Oh yeah, that they do. They all go into the main base. The workers are under threat. Sure, this is shield battery, but a shield battery cannot stop units from being one-shot, and workers are going down.
5 probe so far. 6 probe. Oh, they're lining up. Oh, no, there we go. There's no units now to one-shot the workers, and the units are forced to go back.
Exactly.
Are they going to survive? No, they don't.
Yeah, everything here is going to be cleaned up, but I will say it was totally worth it, mate. Especially like Hellions, they definitely lose value over time in this matchup. So to dive in and get 6 probe kills, mate, that was well done.
Yeah, that basically negates the delay of the CC that Everness did early on.
Definitely, and now we're at a more equal worker count. A 3rd CC is on the way for Shellbee as well. So yeah, he's just going to be getting into this game on the Romanticide. I'm curious as to what kind of harassment he has in store. This time there aren't going to be any Widow Mines. He is slowly working on that tank count instead.
Yeah, definitely. Going for a more standard approach this time, but meanwhile, Everness wanna be aggressive. There's 1 tank available, I think.
2.
Yeah, there's 1 tank. There's 2 tanks. Where's the other? Okay, the Incinerator. I saw it. So there we go. The units of Everness are coming, but the tanks are ready. They should not be able to do anything.
Yeah, for now anyway. What's worrisome is that Blink is done and that War Prism is coming across the map as well. Even though there's a tank on the high ground, there aren't a lot of Marines to protect that tank.
Shellbee sees. Let's see. Is Everness going to try to blink? No. He won. He's going for. No, yes, he is.
He's going for it.
He instantly kills the tank mate, and now there's a lot of units here that are very easy to pick off.
Exactly. This is what I was worried about. There just wasn't a buffer there. There wasn't a bunker to help protect that tank. It was so exposed, and the tank and Raven immediately goes down.
Yes. Team is still quite a while away to finish, mate. So Everness can do a lot of damage here, and there we go. 9 workers killed. The War Prism is still alive.
Exactly. This is disastrous for Shellbee. Finally, the War Prism does get picked off. And again, it was just left a little bit too exposed there, but I mean, the damage was done, mate.
Yes, 10 workers killed, and again, now Everness is ahead. His 3rd base just now finishes, so now he can produce 3 probes at a time. And let's see what Everness does next, because of course this aggression is over. This Blink Stalker should not be able to do much more.
What I'm really concerned about is that, like, he did so much with them. Like, killing the Raven and killing the tank means that Everness can do whatever he wants right now. Like, he has so much freedom, so much map control. Like, if Shellbee did push out across the map to try and do a counterattack, it's going to be so much weaker compared to previously. It is still something that Shellbee could do now that Stim is done, but yeah, like, he's in a really rough place.
Yeah, Everness is taking full advantage of this. He's going for multiple tech. The charge is on the way. The first watch is on the way. Colossus is now on the way. And multiple gateways made. In a couple of more minutes, Everness is going to explode in army. And man, Shellbee needs to catch up and quick.
Yeah, he needs to do something drastic. I would love for him to go for some drops, but the first things first, he has to reclaim his third base. So he is going to try and push away these stalkers here. He does them on forward, and yeah, he should finally get this up and running. But again, like, oh my god. He has to be careful not to lose too much here, not to lose any Widow Mines.
There we go. Pick out a couple of Marines, doesn't lose any stalkers. It's like they're forced to run away, but they will leave. They may be able to turn around and just counterattack, mate, because there's nothing left in the base.
Oh god, and he sees everything here with this observer. The stalkers, they come back in. Meanwhile, Shellbee is sending it. Yeah, yep. Okay. He turned around for a moment, but he's sending it across the map.
Yeah, he's not coming back, but the Celos are here. Charge is now done. There's one Colossus. There's no shield batteries, mate. One important thing, no shield batteries here.
No shield batteries. You did see a recall. The stalkers did come back home. This third base could go down, but at the same time, Everness is getting ready for a surround.
You need to be careful, mate. There's tanks. There's a lot of Widow Mines here as well. A second round of war pins of Celos go in, but mate, this is a big chop for the Celos.
Oh
there we
my
go.
god.
Everness goes in for all sides. Is it enough to deflect? Yes, it is, but still, he lost the third base, mate.
Yeah, honestly, not the biggest of deals, right? Shellbee, sure, he lost his Widow Mines and his tanks, but he kept the majority of his bio alive. Right now, I feel like Everness, he's in a really rough place, but I feel like counterattacking may be a good idea, but oh, instead he decides to stay home after losing that third.
He doesn't have a war prism. It is very risky to counterattack.
Yeah, he is making that second robo, so he will have double robo production, but oh my, that's rough.
Yeah, that is rough. Now 62 workers for Shellbee, 58 for Everness. What is it?
So I missed it. I apologize. This is the initial robo. He lost it earlier. Oh my god.
Oh, that is huge. That is huge. Everness is even more behind that we thought.
Yeah. I thought like he was gonna get double robo production for double Colossus or something, but like there's a reason why he couldn't make that war prism, and that's because like the robo was sniped earlier. And with that, Shellbee, mate, he's back in it. He's not just back in it, like he's ahead right now.
He is, yes, he is. Now let's see if he can manage to hold it for the rest of the game. There's a bunch of Celos here just waiting for Shellbee to move out. He has an observer in the natural, so he can see exactly when he needs to move in.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, Shellbee, he just hasn't spotted this observer. He hasn't been able to scan it. He lost his Raven earlier. Like this observer is kind of the MVP for Everness. Like he's seen everything here at the Natural for the entire game, essentially.
There we go, man. 4th base now for Shellbee.
Yeah.
Now Shellbee is Everness is starting to switch techs because the Storm is now done, so now he can start morphing Dark Templars, High Templars, I think.
Yeah, he's getting everything.
High Templars, 2 Colossi, and the first of the Disruptors is on the way.
Yeah, exactly.
And nice. A cancel on the 4th base by Everness.
Exactly. Like, again, Shellbee, he moved out at the wrong moment. As soon as that happened, Everness, he dove in because, again, he does have vision of that 4th base. Nice cancel. And these Zelts are honestly buying Everness a lot of time.
Yes, they do. They being as annoying as possible, trying to do as much economic demand as possible. And yeah, I mean, you say that Shellbee move out at the wrong time, mate. It's always going to be the wrong time as long as you have those observer there.
Oh, exactly. It's never Shellbee's time, mate. And with that, Everness, he's free to take this 4th base. Again, he does have eyes on this army. He does see it moving out. Does he have enough to defend? I feel like with Storm, Disruptor shots, and Colossus, mate, defensively, he should be okay.
Yeah, defensively, he should be okay. He's going behind this for double Stargate, mate.
Oh my god. I
Is he going to
love
switch
this.
to Tempest, maybe to carriers?
I mean, you've got to if the game goes on long enough, right? Like, that is the late game tech that Protoss wants to get to after all of this splash damage. So it would be nice to get set up for it. Obviously, he doesn't have any Stargates done yet, so it's going to take a while to get his fleet beacon up and running. Meanwhile, Shellbee is finally moving up, but he does get spotted.
Yeah, the army of Everness coming quickly to back to defend, and meanwhile the Stalkers are coming in. They're doing damage. There is not much to defend Shelby's base.
Oh god, exactly. Shellbee, you got to make a decision. He's going to keep pushing on forward. The disruptor shots are going off.
All the Widow Mines go down, but all the infantry is still here, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? We have so much AoE. There are the storms, but the third base goes down.
Yeah, Tempest goes down, mate. The High Templars, the High Templars.
Mate, Storm Puppy! Oh my god, there are no storms. Shellbee didn't even need to EMP, so he gets the third and all the High Templar.
Yeah, back at home, I don't think he destroyed very many SCVs. He destroyed the CC, which is nice, but not many workers. Shelby and mate, I am not sure who to root for at the moment. I mean, Shelby has in theory the better army, assuming that Everness cannot land those storms and those disruptor shot. If one of those disruptor shot was storm lands, mate, Shelby could disappear.
Yeah, I would give the edge to Shellbee because even though they did trade bases, like Shelby's the one who got those High Templar, right? It wasn't every High Templar, to be fair. There's still one or two remaining in this army, but he got a lot of them, right? And now he has so much less splash damage to worry about. We just see he scans, he's getting ready to push on in, he is taking down these rocks, but as you said, he still has to be careful. Oh, the MPs up.
My god, all the high Templars, all the shields of the units, mate, they're gone. There is nothing more protecting Everness army, mate, and everything is going to go down.
Exactly, the Colossus fall to the Vikings. Now there are only disruptors remaining, and there is just not enough to keep them alive. The splits are good enough, and Shellbee is steaming on forward up the ramp into the natural.
And GG, Shelby takes up the series 2-1 and advances to the next round.
GG. That was kind of close, especially after the early game. I was so worried there for Shellbee towards the end, but GG, mate, he did it. Congratulations, Shellbee. He takes down his first opponent here, his first Protoss opponent. And he's going to be breathing a sigh of relief because his next one should be a Terran.